Hello. Today I'm going to try to make, well, I'm not going to try to, I'm going to make a beat masher from scratch. I might not get it all done today, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to get the tempo info, use a sample. You know, I don't really know why no one uses Reactor. It's actually super useful to use. I never use it when I make music. I just use it to mess around with. I probably should use it for my music, but I don't know. I just don't. So I'm loading a sample map, finding some loop. So I'm using a sample map, loading it into the core. Then I'm going to take my tempo info and I'm going to put it into core as well. And I guess I can call this TI for tempo info. And then I'll need another input, table info. I'm going to save this. I'll save this as it's been a while since I've used Reactor, to be honest. There we go. So then we're gonna need a trigger. And I'm just gonna use let's see. Something that's gonna like consistently give me like an event every like eighth note, quarter note, 16th note, whatever. I know it exists in here. I just gotta find it. Event processing, probably? No. No. Sync clock? This is probably it. Yeah, here we go. So I'll do it like every bar. Or for every 2 bars. So this will be T for trigger, I guess, or I'll just put an exclamation mark. I think that's what the terminology they use in Reactor. And I'm going to use an index. And then, so I can get the sample. Hey, let's do size, so I can figure out the size of table. All this. And I guess is fine. I'm going to take this. I want to figure out the sample rate. New input, sample rate, SR for sample rate, value in there. I guess organize this a little bit, maybe. Oops. Something like this, I guess. And then we're going to go 0 because we want this first sample. There we go. Now, now I got the sample rate. I want to figure out how long the sample is, so I'm going to do a division. So I know the sample rate of the sample. So if I do how many samples the sample is divided by, let me name this something else. Sample rate. It's not as confusing. SSR, then we can get the length of the sample. now that we have the length of the sample, we can make some type of looping thing. So I want to figure out, I want to be able to put in a frequency. Let's do this. Let's do input frequency, and then I'll take TI divided by 8, because this is like 2 bars long. So this is the TI is the tempo info is the beats per second. So if I divide it by 8, I can get the number of seconds in beats. This in the frequency, or I'm sorry, not the number of seconds, and how fast 2 beats would go by. Yeah. So division sample rate. I'm gonna do read, write, the clock. Try to remember reactor a little bit. I practiced a little bit before, so let's just do divided by 1 so we can get from 0 to 1 at the speed of the sample rate. So let's go like this. Read and write here. Should make a simple counter from 0 to 1, the speed of the sample rate. I'd say it's at the speed of the sample rate, but just from 0 to 1, from 0 to 1 in 1 second. Change this to audio so I can actually see it. A visual here. Yep, we need to restart it. So need a merge. So whenever I'm gonna compare. Oh, what the heck? Whenever it's greater or equal to 0. I'm sorry, 1. Then what we're gonna do is send through the value of 0. It could be an eyelatch, I guess. Eyelatch. So now do this. If whatever this is greater than or equal to 1, then we're going to send through the value of 0 to reset it. And we want to be able to manually reset it, so I'll set that up too eventually. Yeah, there we go, from 0 to 1. Let's save this real quick. Now we did that. We can change this frequency we want. And let's just see if this gives us a sawtooth wave. Test this out real quick. And I'm going to do this just to make sure that volume isn't like super loud. It doesn't blow out my freaking ears. Turn it to 0 initially. Oh, well, there's a little popping. Yeah, it's not. Let's test out what the frequency of 60 would sound like. Oh, that's 600. What's going on? Sounds right to me. And it's only doing the top half and from 0 to 1. It's not going from -0. I mean -1 to 1. So what we're gonna do is delete this. This is good. So make sure the audio doesn't go out real quick. This frequency is fine. But now what we want to do is multiply this by the number of samples. I don't even think the length really matters. But we're going to index. Will be our index. And then we need to read. There we go. If we change the BPM, it should change how fast that loop goes. Dang, that went by a lot quicker than I thought it was going to go. Dang, nice. So keep these up here. Organize this a little bit more. This trigger thing, I need to be able to reset. So what I'm going to do is set it to where it can go back to 0. So this will be a reset. Another eyelash. I'm not saying eyelash. So now just gotta wait for the sync. So let's set this. See how this changes. See how this changes for different syncs. So let's do 1/4. Maybe I'm doing. Oh, here we go. What's wrong here? Should trigger 0. Oh, that's it. The play button needed to be on. That's all. So that's every 8th note. Let's go back to quarter note. This is quarter notes. Notes. Now I want to be able to chop up the samples, so we can make equal divisions. Oh, well, you need the left and the right ear. That's another thing. Let's do that. So let's just name this left. And just audio. Copy this. 1. This will be right, I guess. Yep. We have left and right here. Don't need the numeric readout anymore. Yo, we have stereo. How cool is that? Organize this a little bit more. Whenever I use Reactor, I feel like it's like some ancient or it's some technology nobody cares about. Honestly, how I feel about using Reactor is that I'm the only one who actually gives a crap about Reactor. Well, I mean, some people do, but it's like few and far between. There we go. Things are a little more organized. Just rename this. Let's make this into a macro, I guess. I wonder if I remember. No, it's not how it works. Can I make like a distribution bus or something? Yeah, and then call this n. Isn't that a thing? And then pick up distribution bus n. Wait, I think I need. I think it's working. New. Whoops. New input. I don't think these things are connecting. Yeah, they're not. I don't think I can do a distribution bus for the table reference thingies. I can't. What? I know there's a way to do that. New input array. And then I think I could. Nah, I don't know. There we go. A little more organized now, I guess. But it's not playing. Event watcher. It's working. What's going on? Oh, it says n is 1. Okay, that means it's not. Let's do switch triggers when reactor starts. So stupid. Still says 1. Control R, that's it. What am I doing this, making it have no audio? Oh, this is connecting to nothing. Cool. So now I need to divide whatever the length is by. So this number of samples I need to divide by. Let's just divide it by 4. Because why not? I'll call this. I'll just do an input for the number of divisions. Number of samples divided by. Just have a constant for now. Set it to 4. Save that. Hopefully, like, my audio's been loud enough this whole time. So now I divided it by 4. We want to save each of those, each division. So what I'm gonna do is the frequency. And we have the 1/8 of that, so you can take TI, it's make quick bus, I guess. Make a quick bus for everything, man. And then do the same thing. So I'll put a new input for number of divisions, and this will be half of whatever this number is. So what I want to do is divide the sample into fourths and then randomly play each one of those divisions, those where the sample is divided at. Not randomly play, but mix up those 4 parts of the sample and then play them back in a different order. If that makes any sense at all. So might be better, at least for now, to just leave this outside of the core cell and just do this later. this divided by 2. And then let's set this as a minimum 1, maximum 8, I guess, or 16. And then we'll do step sizes of 1. Yeah, let's just keep it at 4 for now. Seems like a good number to like test everything out at. So now, we have the tempo info there at that speed. Now we also need the tempo info. So that's what I need to do actually. We want 4 divisions. So that means the number of divisions, and this is the number of bars, I guess. One. Why can't I make the step size 1? Step size 1 blah 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 blah. It's doing it again. I don't know why it's doing decimal. Why does it keep changing the step size? There we go. Okay. Let's go to name this bars. Name this chops, I guess. Right? And haha. I don't know why I have to find this every single time. Oh, save as. So we want. Let's see if this plays. Does play. I'm just gonna save this again. Now I'm slowing down and making this a little bit more because I'm just trying to remember how to do this. This is for the bar, and this is the number of chops we want. So let's just rename this CH or C, I guess. And then we'll take, so if we want number of chops, the number, by the number of samples. And then we're not going to reset it. But what we're going to do is shift the position to that. Let's just take this out of read for now. Make things all together and then eventually take things out. Whatever, that works. It's gonna look a little bit messy. It's all right. Still working. So what we need to do now is for the index, we need to actually change that and modify this index. Turn the audio off and just change the position. So every time this goes off, let's do quarter notes, I guess. It's gonna change where it starts at. So what we want to do now in this chop size, so we got the chop size. I'll just do this CC for chop count. And we want a counter that's triggered every time this goes off. And it's going to count from 0 to the number of chops we have. I mean, from 0 to the number of chops we have minus 1. So macro, new input for CC for chop count. We can change this to an integer, I guess. It's going to take and we're only messing with integers, so we can change this all to integers. Addition, constant to 1, merge, pair, oops, pair, if it's greater or equal to the chop count, the router, then set to 0. That's what we want to do. And the clock, just do this. Whoops. For a trigger. Why is it? There we go. 2 exclamation marks. Router. Whoops, made a loop. If this greater than or equal to the chop count, send it through. Otherwise, just do what you normally do. Let's see if this counts to 1 or to 4. Yo, we can count to 4. Sweet. I don't know why Control S won't save anymore, but it did. Make sure the play is on, play button's on. And it's not counting to 4. Cool. That means I did something wrong. Oh. Oh, it's got to be 4 minus 1. And then it's got to set it back to 0. I'm stupid. So if it's greater than or equal to whatever that is, minus 1, chop count minus 1, then iLatch, we're going to trigger a 0. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing. I think that's how you. I think that's gonna work. Can't press. Oh. If it's greater than. There we go. 0 to 3. Perfect. That's a little slower I get. So now what we want to do is multiply it by the chop size. Chop size. And then an add right here in replace of this counter. Let's call this counter. And this will, I guess this can, I guess that should be fine. See what that does. Nothing at the moment. I'll just rename this volume so I remember what the heck this does. What else could be going on here? Oh, yeah, I see. Now put this here. suddenly see the issue here. And divided by 4. So if I do this right, it should play normally if it's on all right. Oh wait. Now I want to randomize, instead of going from 0 to 4, I want to randomize the numbers that I go through instead of being 0 to 4. So let's make just to make this process quicker. Can I just manually input the values or something? Oh yeah, I have to manually write. Let's go backwards then. If only I could, I need to randomize the numbers. That's all I need to do. Random number between, keep, in the beginning I need to randomize numbers between 0 and 4. So, let's not use this random. Let's not use that either. Let's use, nope. initialization. Let's see. So screw this actually. You want to write random values from 0. Let's see, you know what, maybe I do need that. So name this init. I don't need that actually. Random. You want 0 to 3. We'll have to change this later. Let's see what happens. Doves get random values, but I want them to be integers. Isn't there a way to convert to integer or something? I don't know. It is from 0, but it goes negative too, doesn't it? So I do want to round. Could do that to make it not negative, absolute. Now I just need to round the numbers. I think it's value? No. Well, I guess it doesn't matter that much if I can't round in here because I can round in core anyways. So I got some random values from 0 to 3 right here. And I want to trigger that. Actually, I want to I think. Just want to have this happen. Huh. I don't know if I remember how to use the accumulator. Oh, I see. Here we go. So I want that to happen at least 4 times. We do that. Look at there's something called chopper. No, but I used to know a whole lot more about audio. But it was years ago that I learned all this stuff, and then I just forgot over time. Well, I mean, I never really forgot. I just need to like remember, you know, need to do things to remember what the heck. Um, remember how everything works, I guess, you know. But yeah, I used to like read all of the. I used to read the FL Bible, FL Studio Bible all the time, and I used to read all the manual for Reactor and Serum, and yeah. But over time, if you haven't done it in a long time, you gotta try to remember how to do things. What if I do this? What about ramp? Not ramp out? Oh, same thing. Sometimes my mouse freaks out and I can't click on things and it like clicks wrong. Might need a new mouse, who knows? How do I convert from audio A to, yeah, audio to event? Isn't there something that like on a trigger it like counts upwards or something like that? I forgot what it's called. It's like there's a name for it that I can't think of. Iteration. Ah ha ha. That's it. Ah ha ha. Iteration. That's what I'm looking for. So we want to go up by 1. By 1. Do this. That's what I want, actually. I want to start at initialization, so I just do this. Yeah, so every time I so actually what I want to do, yeah, that's fine. Let's name this randomize. And then this will trigger the randomizer. Oh, whoops. So what's going on here? Oh, because it's being sent to numeric value and not this. There we go. Randomize, we got 4 random values. We just need to quantize them, that's all. I'm not really getting... Oh, 6. That's not good. Shouldn't be getting a 6. I feel like this randomizer is not what I want to use. Especially because I seen a frickin' 6. Yeah, it needs to go from 0 to 3. Isn't that what the range I want? Oh, I see. Because of this. So I need to do a trigger and then trigger a value of 0. Which I think I could just leave this empty. I don't think I need to have that. So yeah, now there we go. Ah, makes so much more sense now. Perfection. You have some randomized values. The thing is they need to be saved in an array. So we have the values. think it's just called table. I could use a table, or I could use something. I could write it out to core. I might end up doing that. Let's do that. Let's write it out to core. And so this will array. Like this. And then we want track this by 1. New output. X R IDX R RN for our number, I guess. I don't know. Right. Yeah, I guess that's right. Problem is now I need to make this all integers. Yeah. Size of 16, I guess. I just do 64. I'll need to check this, so do another numeric output. That's what you do. Merge. From 0 to 64, I guess. Name this to RIDX. Nice, there we go. Randomize again. We got 1, 2, 3, and 1. What do we got now? I got 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. Randomize again. I got 2, 1, 2, 1. All right, so I'm getting random values from 0 to 4. 4 random values from 0 to 4. I got it. Now I can use that. Let's close this to have a little bit more room. And this is actually gonna merge this. This is not very clean, is it? And then now we got these 4 random values. We don't need to output. We can set this up to here. And now play it back. And it's sounds like we got a beat masher. Yo, it's cool. Super messy. But let's do more chops. Actually input, because this number needs to be changed for the number of chops. Yo, it's randomizing and mashing up the beat. We've got the beat. We've got the beat. Yeah. So let's do. Try that one. So that's. Which one? Let's try that. Oh, duh. I don't get why it won't let me do step size of 2. It's like extremely annoying. I set everything to 0, maybe it'll be like, okay, you can do that, whatever. Whatever. Now, can I do a step size of 2? Yeah, okay. Oh, shoot. What happened now? Let's see. I'll have to mess with this later, I guess, a little bit more. But... Oh, yep, it's turned off. see what numbers are being randomized. This isn't really. Sounds like it does work, but it's just like very, fixed fixed points. Let's try something a little different. Like vocals. You know what? These might have like loop settings, so they won't work. Maybe. Dang it. Yeah, I might have to edit these. Ah, that's stupid. Oh, it's just because it's turned off. Let's try this one. I just realized the range needs to be changed. I'm like, try this now. All right, now we're starting to get somewhere because I changed that range. Oh, this is so cool. It's done. I am, this is it. Well, I mean, I need to edit it a little bit more and make it, a little better, because I don't want to have to keep changing. I'm going to have to make an alternative for the sync pulse. So I'm not using this anymore, and I'll have to clean it up, but I think I got it, the main portion of it. Make a knob for the button. Knob for the, I'm sorry, knob the same sample. Sample selection. And you could even randomize the sample selection. That would be a cool thing to do, right? And there's 3 samples. So from 0, 3, there's 4 samples, but step size 1. Let's try this now. Now we could randomize what samples get selected, right? So let's say this is 5, and then let's make a new save for 6. This is gonna be weird. So we're gonna need maybe a counter. It's gonna trigger. Let's just make another sync pulse just because I'm lazy to try to do other things at the moment. Eventually I have to take out the sync pulse for something else. What the frick? Just duplicate this, I guess. Every quarter note, I guess. This will be 8th note, this will be quarter. And every time this comes in. Counters a value. Value, let's see what this does. Value of the, get my numeric output here. Right now it's not really doing. Turn it on. Reset, see what it. Hmm. Oh, I'm stupid. I see. I need to connect this to this. It's only outputting the value of 1. Oh. Okay, that's what I want. But need a modulo, maybe? By how many samples are there? 4. So if we just keep going from 0 to 4. All right, what's wrong now? No, the play button isn't hit. Okay. Try that. Let's randomize the numbers instead of being from 0 to 4. It needs to trigger it, so let's do another value. This will trigger this and range from 0 to 4. I guess I didn't need to do modulo if I did that, but whatever. Now we got a little bit more randomness here. It's probably gonna sound terrible. Ah, very cool. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that'll work. But I mean, I wish I could have a way of randomizing this order in the beginning, and I guess I could figure that out, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But yeah, so eventually I'll edit this a bunch more in the future and make it a little more neater and well organized. But I feel like the beat mashers, I feel like this is it. After a few like modifications and cleaning up and fine tuning the details, I think this is it. This is the beat masher. Yeah, I might need to go and do a few more fine tuning because I'm pretty sure the way that it goes to the samples and just adds the number here, the offset, or this is the offset right here. I'm pretty sure I need to like change that a little bit, but I'll do that in the future. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed watching me make Beatmasher.